Yo, welcome back to the Ragsdale channel. Um, it's a little early in the week. This isn't past the ball. Your boy is your boy got the ball, but this ain't past the ball. This is a little story time. Um, Usually we end our videos with this. What do we call it? A The saying that we do at the end of the video, or
Yeah.
the saying that we have. Usually we end the video with that. I'm gonna begin it with it. Y'all will see why by the end of this story. If they stand beside you, respect them. If they stand behind you, protect them. And if they stand opposed from you, you're gonna learn right now. You're gonna learn you. I'm gonna learn you some right now on why you show them no mercy. So boom. This is like when I'm like 21, 22. Um, your boy, I was just as good looking, just less tatted up. I had a few tattoos, but still extremely good looking and a little bit more wild, young, and wilding out. I hung out with a group of guys. We were all young, wilding out, doing many things that isn't YouTube friendly, and we'll just talk crap, as guys do. There was one guy in specific. Um, it was about six of us. About six of us. Um, I think I was the oldest in the group. Everybody else was like a year, 2 years, 3 years tops younger than me. Um, and yes, I was 21 because the youngest are the youngest. He was just turning 18, and he went and got his first pew pew at 18. Um, Man, oh man, oh man. That's another story in itself. We in Texas. You know how we do it. Pops, but yeah, there was one person in particular in the group that we didn't have issues or anything, but okay, let me break it down. As guys, many of the guy viewers, you pops, you can probably attest to this. Guys, we just we mess around, we talk crap about each other, we spar, and we just do fun things like that. This one guy who I wasn't super tight with, but we were all in the same group. This one guy, he was about five, 5'8", 5'6" to 5'8". He wasn't 5'10". He was around 5'8", I'll say. Chubby guy. Not chubby, he was big. He was big. And
Fat.
not like yeah, he was fat. He wasn't like athletic fat. He was just a fat, pale, pasty pirate, a mayo monster. And he was one of those kids that get into they start watching UFC, and then they think that because they watch UFC and they hear Joe Rogan commentating and they hear Daniel Cormier commentating, they think, "Oh, now I know how to fight because I'm listening to these people and I'm watching this stuff on TV." And so they think they know how to fight. And so one day we were all talking crap, and he says something along the lines of something saying that he wanted to fight. And me, I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. Like we go ahead and spar, whatever. Yeah, it's cool. And he's taking this way more seriously than I am, because this is something. This is when I moved. This is after I moved to Carrollton. These are all Carrollton Farmers Branch kids. I did a lot of growing up in Oak Cliff, and I am accustomed to these type of things. Just like, oh, sparring with the homies, like, and then you know, it's just something that you do. It's just fun. It's fun. It's funny. Um, so I'm accustomed to this thing. I didn't realize that he was taking it so seriously until he pulls up. I met another friend, the one that I was closest with, Cameron. I can actually say his name. That's the homie. I don't talk to him no more. Really, he's still cool though. I think. But I was at his crib, and so the one that wanted to fight me pulled up. Not just him though, or not just him and our other friend group, like the rest of our friend group. No, it was the friend group, the guy's girlfriend, other girls that hang out with us, and like it was like he wanted a crowd. And so boom. That was the first red flag. I'm like this is supposed to be casual. This is supposed to be something fun, some messing around, and you're like bringing a crowd as if like this is like a pay-per-view event, this is WrestleMania or something. And so so boom, I still behave the same way. I behave the same way in every situation. The way I'm goofy, y'all see the way I'm goofy and stuff. That's the way I am in all situations. I've gotten into more altercations with people because I laugh in situations that they deem serious more than me beefing with someone like, oh nah, like yeah, it's up and I see it's on site. Like, no, it's never that. It's always like not always, but more often than not, it's a person is like mad about something and I'm just kind of in the cut and I just bust out laughing. That's just the way I am. And so in this situation, I'm not taking him seriously. I know to the extent that to take something seriously, but if it's not a matter of life or death, if it's not fight or flight, I'm not going to hold back laughter. And I say that just so you can have a little insight onto like my disposition, my aura at the moment. Like I'm not fretting him. I'm not sweating him. None of that. So we go out to the yard, the front yard, and I think that it was like a spar. It wasn't like a slap box. It was like an actual spar, like closed fist spar. But this kid, I think he was like a year younger than me. And not even that, even if he was younger than me, it's like older than me. Even if he was, it would be like, we're in the same friend group, dude. I'm not fighting you to hurt you. I'm doing this to have fun. And so we go out there sparring and we're fighting and like he doesn't touch me one time. He doesn't hit me one time. I have reach. I'm 6'5". I have reach. And I know how to use that reach. I've been in my fair share of altercations and combat moments, physical combat. And I know how to use my reach. But again, this isn't maximum effort. This is just me having fun. I think I was throwing slaps. I was behaving as if it was a slap box. I knew it wasn't, but I wasn't trying to hurt this kid. So I'm behaving as if it's a slap box. I'm not throwing closed fist punches at him. I might throw a jab out there, but it's really closed fist. Like if I connected, it would have just been a Not a. It would have been, just a little love taps, And so long story short, he doesn't hit me one time. I got bored after like 45 seconds to a minute, 45, 60 seconds. I started getting bored. And so I just started doing crazy stuff like throwing a jab and throwing a spin, a spin. What do they call that? A spinning back fist. Just doing crazy stuff like that. Not even trying to hit him, just throwing things out there, just for fun, And at one point, I tripped and fell, and he tried to like get on top of me, and I full guarded him. Anyone that knows anything about grappling, I full guarded him. A full guard, Pops, do you know what a full guard is?
No,
It's
never heard of.
when like if someone's in front of me and I'm like on the ground and my legs are around them. I'm probably not describing this in a very martial artsy way, but I'm saying it to simplify. I'm saying it in layman's terms. I'm
Mm-hmm.
using my legs to keep the guard, And in that position, a full guard position, you have a whole lot more control than what you would imagine a regular person would imagine they have in full guard. If you know how to basically if you know how to fight off of your back, you're a lot more in control than you might look. And
Mm-hmm.
so I had tripped and he tried to get on top of me and I put him in full guard. He still didn't hit me. He tried to, but he didn't. And so boom, we ended up I think because it was like a standstill and like we were both kind of like there was no damage being done at all. It was kind of like, oh man, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. And so boom, it was over. Mind y'all, I was in I'm not gonna say I was in a sickle cell crisis, but I was having sickle cell complications at this time. But
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't anything bad enough to where it's like, oh no, I'm not, nah, not right now, not right now. It was just more like I woke up not feeling great. So boom. Afterwards, like everyone's leaving or whatever, I go back inside to the homie's crib and I went to the restroom and threw up. Just exerting myself like that. Threw up. And I think it was either the next day or a few days later, I went to the other homie's house. This is the homie that I ended up I committed a lot of things against the law with this friend. This is a friend that doesn't hang out with this group. This is a friend that I was doing nefarious activities with, making money with, and stuff like that. I was at his house, and the other homie, the one that I was really tight with in the friend group, he would hang out with us sometimes also. So me, Cameron, and then my homie that I'm really tight
Mm-hmm.
with. We were all together, and me and the friend group had a group chat. And in the group chat, this kid, I'm going to say his name, Jacob.
Right.
That boy
Right.
Jacob. This boy Jacob. He in the group chat talking about, oh yeah, no, yeah, no. Man, Harold, get out of here, man. Before I beat you up again or something like that. And I was like, what? And he was like, man, whatever, yeah, I whooped you, yada yada. I'm like, dude, you didn't touch me one time. And like that wasn't a fight. That was playing around. I don't know why you took it so seriously. And so boom, show them no mercy. When they're opposed to y'all, show him no mercy. He put in the group chat. He tried to spread this fake news. Shout out my president Donald Teasy. Fake news, fake news. I'm just playing. Don't let that take away from the validity of my story. I'm joking. He was spreading fake news. He was spreading propaganda, saying, "Oh yeah, no, I whooped you, yada yada yada." I'm like, "No, you didn't." And he was like, "Man, we could run it back if you want." I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure, pull up, sure, let's run it back." Okay, yeah, sure. You want to run it back? Okay, yeah, let's do that. And so this time he doesn't pull up with a whole lot of people. It's like 8 o'clock at night. It's dark. We're at the homie's apartment. And the homie, he ended up having some girl that he was like about to see or something like that. So he ended up leaving right when Jacob and the guys pulled up. The homie left with some girl. I think it was one of his baby moms. He ended up leaving. Jacob pulls up. Um, he pulls up with all the guys in the friend group. He pulls up and he takes off like the little ring he has on. I was like, "Nah, you're good. You don't have to." I'm like, "Go ahead and take off your ring, bro. You know, this is gonna be quick." But he takes off his ring and stuff, hands his phone off to the other homie, and Cameron's outside, like he's watching. I forget, he might have said something. I don't know. He might have not said anything, but I know he was recording. And so this time, I had it in my head that I didn't know the mantra or saying yet. I didn't have it in my head yet. I was still young, but in my head, I had "show him no mercy." And so he, I think, no, I had already had my shirt off. But I think he took off his shirt and he starts trying to rush me. I should I okay, yeah, now I'm going to say I'm going to give off my I'm gonna give off the game. I don't fight no more. I'm too old to be fighting. I'm almost 30. I don't fight no more. Pew, pew. I don't do none of that. I have no enemies. But I don't fight no more. But so I'm going to give y'all the game. When you're tall and you have long reach, the jab is your best friend. And so when someone's rushing you, I learned this in high school. When someone's rushing you, that jab is gonna take you. It's gonna take you home. That jab is gonna be the secret. So, like I said, I'm in the mindset of like, okay, this time I'm actually gonna whoop you. But also, when I used to fight, I don't fight angry. I'm not angry when I fight. I'm not. Oh, when I get angry, I see red. Like, no, it's not that. Like, when you fight, you're supposed to be calm. When you get angry and emotional, your decision making skills are hindered. And so I'm extremely calm and calculated when I'm fighting. So I'm literally thinking these things in my head that I'm about to say. He's rushing. He's rushing real bad, trying to land a hit. I'm backing with one pivot foot like this while jabbing. And after like the first like 3 to 5 left jabs, I was like, oh, this is really easy. Like, I knew it wasn't going to be super difficult, but this is way easier than I imagined it would be. And so I start getting cute with it. I start throwing combos. I'm hitting them with like different combos, jabs, uppercuts, and everything. And I'm telling you, I probably hit him. I'll be modest. 13, I'm gonna say 13 times. I think that's a very modest and accurate guess. I hit him probably around 13 times. And then in my head, I'm thinking, a person can't take this many punches to the face. They can't take this many hits to the face. He's going to shoot for a takedown pretty soon. Real soon, he's going to shoot for a takedown. And I don't hit to knock out. Like, if I'm in this kind of situation where I know I'm in control, I'm hitting just to I'm trying to leak you. Like, I'm trying to like annoy you. I want to annoy you with my hits when it's this easy, and then plus like all this talking, all this whooping that's been going on. I was in my head. I'm thinking, I just want to annoy this guy. I want to leak him, you know. And so I'm not hitting him to knock him out. I'm hitting him to leak him, and I'm knowing in my head he's going to shoot for a takedown. And so inevitably he shoots for a takedown. Another thing that I don't want to make it sound like I'm like some Nate Diaz super black belt in jujitsu. Like, no, I'm very, 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 very moderately trained in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I was gonna do boxing, but you see the way my stamina is set up, boxing wasn't for me. Way too much running. I wasn't trying to do that. But I'm very, 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 very like not even it's not even worth noting the training that I've done. It's not even worth noting, you know? Like it's not like that. But with what I do know is how to defend from a takedown. I know how to defend what's from a takedown, how to pull guard. I know how to transition and stuff like that. That's it. I'm not great. Um, so I defended. I stuffed the takedown, and then transitioned to his back and put him in the rear naked choke. And this is the closest I've ever came to like, oh, I get so mad and I see red. Like it wasn't that, but I just kind of went off. My brain kind of like, I don't know. It was weird. It's like I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've been in enough fights to actually like define what state of mind that is, but it's almost like you kind of check out mentally. And I've got him in the rear naked choke. There's nothing he can really do. And so the next thing I remember is Cam. You remember the homie in the group that I'm the tightest with, Cam. Not the one that whose house we're at, but the homie Cam. The
Yeah.
next thing I remember is him in the background saying, "Stop him! You're gonna kill him." I was just like, oh, okay. And I just like got up and like I let him go and like got up and then I just got up and like walked to the stairs. And then I looked at my arms. I finally looked down and like it was just like a bunch of uh ketchup. We'll be YouTube friendly. There was a bunch of ketchup on my arms. And I was thinking, ew. That was literally my thoughts. I thought, ew. And I thought, I'm being goofy when I say this. I'm slightly being serious and slightly being goofy when I say this. My first thoughts was like, he's and it's his blood. And I was just thinking like, I mean his ketchup. And I was just like ew, you know. Ketchup. Ugh. And so I had sat down just to like, you know, catch my breath and stuff, you know. The way my stamina is set up, you know, y'all gotta excuse me. I had to sit down for a second on the stairs. And then they come from around the corner and Jacob comes up to me like, yeah, bro. He comes to dap me up. He's like, yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you got me that time. I'm like, yeah, for sure. For sure, yeah, you're right. Yeah, bro, you got me that time. And so I was like, all right, and I said bye to them and went upstairs. I like went upstairs just to, like wash off my arms and stuff. And then the homie whose apartment we were at, he ended up coming back, and then he came upstairs and he came inside. He was like, Cam was like, dang, you missed everything. He was like, what? Y'all already did it? I really missed everything? Because it really wasn't that long. And he wasn't going that long. He was probably going for like 10, 15 minutes. And by the time he got back, like, my shirt might have been back on and everything. Like, and he was like, you already did it? I missed everything. And he was like, yeah, you missed everything, bro. He was like, I recorded it though. And yeah, so show no mercy, man. Like that's what I learned. I showed the homie mercy because not one, it's a friend group. And I am one to honor that kind of stuff. Like I don't have to be super Billy Batty just because there's a crowd or because you brought a crowd over and like I don't have to be super Billy Batty and for any reason like my pride is not hurt, my ego ain't hurt. I'm very secure in myself, but I learned that day that if someone is opposed to you, you show them no mercy. And yeah, you ever had a situation like that?
No, no, we didn't play like that. No, no,
y'all wasn't sparring back in
no,
the day.
no. Well, yeah, we did, but we put on gloves. In my
Right.
neighborhood, we boxing gloves. We put on boxing gloves, and my homies, we didn't. My best partners, we never played like that. We may have
Mm.
sparred once or twice, but we didn't because I knew my partner. He didn't like fighting, so we didn't play like that. When we put knuckles up, we put knuckles up, and then we just fight it out, and then we back playing in the field a couple of hours. Yeah,
Mm.
that's we really didn't play like that.
Yeah.
Can't play
It
like that.
also setting my play apart.
When you bring a crowd, one thing I've learned never when females is around, never, you gotta watch what you say, watch what you do, watch what you because it sows a seed of discord. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it sows a you quicker one-on-one then you can check him if he got girls around. If he got girls around, he gonna try to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Even when he wrong, he gonna try to be hard. Because most punks they measure by what women think. You know what I'm saying? So you never. I've never been that type of. I wouldn't even spar him in front of girls, in front of any girl because that brings if you whoop him too bad, they gonna you know what I'm saying? They kind of you know women bring about a foul. You know what I'm saying? If y'all gonna spar, let it be no females around, just one-on-one. Y'all get down and it's over. You know what I'm saying? Let them hear about it. These cell phones. Do you so happen to have footage of that fight though?
I could ask the homie if he still does. I can ask the homie if he does, but I doubt it.
I like to see that. Yeah, I like to see. Yeah. You know, I understand that endurance thing. I mean, yeah, because if you usually a fight shouldn't take over 20 seconds. A good fight, 20 seconds. That's it. That's it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's your story time. That's
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Y'all comment. Y'all comment. First off, y'all hit the like, share, subscribe, notification bell. Hit that notification bell. Um, this gonna be a sporadic. This ain't no Monday stories. Like no, it's not that. It's just a sporadic thing. Um, but so yeah, hit that notification bell so you can know what's going on. Um, and drop a comment, man. Have y'all ever had a situation like that? Like, I also think that me growing up a lot in Oak Cliff and then moving to Carrollton and all that stuff, I think that that played a big part in it. Also, that's kind of a cultural disconnect. But yeah, man, y'all drop a comment, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, and till next time, man. We'll see y'all later. And if you didn't learn anything today, know that if they stand beside you, respect them. If they stand behind you, protect them. And if they're opposed to you, don't give them no chance, man. Don't give them no chance. Don't be like me. Learn from my mistakes. A smart person learns from his own mistakes. A wise man learns from others' mistakes. Be a wise man and learn from my mistakes. Show them no mercy.
Yeah. Show them no mercy. You can